Crim here with a sort of unusual video. I don't normally do the trials for characters on videos, but seeing as this is a character I likely will not be pulling for, on this account anyway, I might pull her for my off account, my alternate one that I pretty much never show. So I want to see how good she is here. So, when she casts her elemental skill, she consumes a set portion of HP and enters her whatever state. In this state, her normal attacks, charge attacks, plunge attacks deal pyro damage. That's nothing new. And in this state, she changes her charge attack applies Blood Blossom, blood for the Blood Lily, and that does pyro damage over time, so okay, still nothing new. When she casts her elemental burst, hitting opponents restores HP. That's pretty bad. When she is less than 50%, hits deal damage and restore more HP. That's really bad. And she gains additional elemental orbs during the trial. So she's going to be working faster than she normally is. So that's something to keep in mind. And I just want to see what she has going on. So not much in the way of attack for this one, and she does a little dance that's nice. They have her set for energy recharge, which is pretty normal. And pyro damage. Okay, so she's got the Staff of Homa, level 80. No refinements on it. And she's got the Crimson Witch sets. Okay. So, yeah, she's just spelled for pyro. Nothing in any of these, but what do these do? Charged attacks do not consume stamina. That's not really a big deal. Blood Blossom. More damage. More HP. All that stuff. Whatever. Just upgrades. Feeding opponents by this, applied by herself, all nearby allies and party, except for her, increase their crit rate by 12%, which is completely worthless for Constellation 4 on a 5-star character. That's something more akin to a 4-star character, but whatever. That might be okay. It's just more damage. And the thing that most people will never get, Constellation 6, triggers when her HP drops below 25%, or when she suffers from a lethal strike. She does not fall as a result of the damage sustained, and for 10 seconds, all elemental and physical resistance is increased by 200%, which is really nice. Increases her crit rate by 100%, so good job building her up as a crit person. You pretty much don't have to put any stats into that, so that's pretty nice. And what else is here? Her resistance to interruption is basically so high she doesn't get interrupted. And this effect triggers automatically when she has 1 HP left. And it can only occur once every 60 seconds. Okay, now that is huge. This is something that you can pretty much always have on you. I can't show Barbara, unfortunately, because of this, but Barbara has something similar to that. She can revive people. But it's like once an hour or something like that, and Noelle has something similar to that as well. Anyway, that's actually pretty useful for Constellation 6, which is not surprising considering this is a pay-to-win character. So her attacks, she scales decently with these. She's not being hindered like some of the other characters. Her plunge attack is not too impressive though. Charged attack also not that impressive. And this is the one that's probably consumes life. Hello? You gonna respond? Okay, so it increases her attack based on her max HP, so I guess you can increase it by quite a bit, but only up to 400%. Okay. And converts all her damage to pyro. Charged attacks apply that effect, yada yada yada. Interruption, blah blah blah. Yep, we read all this already. And let's see, the max HP. Okay, so it takes her max HP and multiplies it by this amount, so that can actually scale pretty nicely. Now this, what does this do? This is... Okay, so it has 2 variants whenever she's low on HP, like 50%, I guess. And this is the one that heals her, right? Yeah, HP regeneration. So this is the thing that basically negates itself. So you want low HP for this character so that you can do maximum damage, and her skills that do maximum damage heal her. That's a little bit counterintuitive if you ask me, but whatever. And when it ends, yeah, okay, so more crit rate. So yeah, that's basically her talent, or not her talent, her Constellation 4, which is right there. And when she has HP equal to 50% or lower, increased pyro damage, which is nice. She can make suspicious dishes, which are almost entirely completely worthless. And she can apparently make them for all the types of food that can have suspicious, so like suspicious steak and whatnot. It's not too bad, I guess. And I'm not allowed to see any of that stuff for her. So whatever, she's Xiangling's boss. We'll go ahead and give her a shot, see how good she is. Wow. Can I hold that to keep doing that? No? No? Okay, so it's just a butterfly blink. I can't pass through targets. Can they hit me still? Maybe. They're not trying to because these are worthless slime. Yeah, she obviously can knock out these cryo slime like they're nothing, using all of her pyro abilities with a 5-star weapon. Okay, so we entered into that state where she's healing now. So I guess that is sort of like Barbara's ability, where she can just heal everyone up, except it's just for her. If you get too low on HP and you start feeling scared, you can pop that to do massive damage all around you and also heal back up. So I guess that's useful. I probably won't be using it if I ever get her, because I would prefer to have her this low. It's not really necessary to get her back up. Let's try her charged. Okay, so she does like a fireball thing. Sort of like Xiangling, but not as impressive. Be honest with you, I wasn't that impressed by that. We're gonna continue the stage just so I can try a few combos. So yeah, that's like Xiangling's spin attack, where she can pass through targets. This just consumes her HP, which turns it all pyro-y, and leaves that dot effect, so that's interesting. Does it last long, though? I mean, I saw in the tooltip, yeah, it doesn't last too long. So, and her dodges are kind of like Mona's. Does it give her a speed boost? It kind of feels like she doesn't move as fast as a normal dodge, and I like to dodge while I'm running, so I don't burn through my stamina. Like, if I just run, it just drains my stamina like crazy, and I can't really do that with this type. I was just gonna see if I could kill her with her own effect. Anyway, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna bother pulling this character, because while it looked like she was doing a lot of damage, to be honest with you, almost all of that was from this. Not really, but the crit rate right there, mixed with her ability to constantly crit and everything else, I see her as a good character, but look at that crit value. 181. That's just crazy. You can easily make this character good, though, if you're a new account and you don't have any good 5-star DPS characters, and you don't know who you should pull on. If you pull on her banner, you have a chance of getting 3 amazing 5-star DPS characters. Well, 4 if you include Chi-Chi, 5 if you include Jean, but those 2 are more like healers than supports. But anyway, the point is, you have a very good chance of getting a good 5-star character. Either you get Xiangling, which is the first 5-star character I got on my account, and she carried me through pretty much the entire game. You might get Luke, which everyone loves because he's great for farming stuff, and just in general, he's a DPS powerhouse when you get him up. Or you might get this girl, who honestly kind of works by herself, I guess. I was worried that you'd have to have a healer for her, but you don't actually need a healer for her. I would still say maybe pick her, or put her together with Noelle, because Noelle's shield can keep her alive long enough, and Noelle has an ability with her shield to where whenever a character goes down a certain amount of health, it automatically will apply the shield to them. So it kind of works in tandem with this girl's ability, so she can just keep on DPSing down without any issues whatsoever. And yes, I realize now that her E actually does a portion of her remaining HP and not her baseline HP, so yeah. She looks kind of cute too. This is Crim signing out. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, and comment below with what you'd like to see next.